Hello, how are you? It's Lisa Dunn with Remax Results and the Change Agents Group. So I'm just leaving an appointment and I'm pulled over so that I can talk with you for a minute about one of the conversations I just had with a new client of ours. They are wanting to sell their home, make a move, downsize, and purchase something a little smaller, a little more maintenance free, something that is more conducive to not having to spend their time maintaining mechanicals and mowing and snow blowing and worrying about the upkeep of a home. They are wanting something that looks more like a little more maintenance free. As we were talking about managing the logistics of their home, they said, we really don't know where to start, and we're a little concerned about purchasing something before our home sells. Luckily for them, that happens to be one of my specialties because most of my clients are older adults who are downsizing and trying to figure out the logistics of how to manage their move. So this is something that I've got quite a bit of experience with. So one of the things that we talked about were finances and how to manage the finances of their move before their house sells. They said they do need to sell their current home before they can purchase another one, and most people are in that situation. So if that's you or someone that you care about, listen up because I've got some ideas for you. So there's a number of different ways that you can do this. The first one is a home equity line of credit. That tends to be a pretty inexpensive way to pull some equity out of your home. It does require things like a credit check and an appraisal, and there very likely will be a fee for you if you don't leave it open for a minimum amount of time. Usually it's 18 months to 2 years. If you don't leave that line of credit open for that long, they usually, your lender, the bank, will probably charge you a fee for closing it out early. That fee will still not equal the same kinds of fees that you'll have if you end up taking out something like a bridge loan. So it still tends to be a pretty inexpensive way to free up some of the equity in your home. We also talked about reverse mortgages. Now, for whatever reason, reverse mortgages, there's a lot of really bad information out there about them. They are not as simple as Tom Selleck would have you believe that they are, because he's usually on a commercial on TV trying to sell reverse mortgages. But they're not a bad thing either. It's a financial tool that for some people is a really good option and for others it isn't. We've talked about reverse mortgages on our YouTube channel in the past. We've done a podcast about them, and they are pretty straightforward. The downside to reverse mortgages is you are going to be tapping into the equity of your home. So if that's your primary savings for retirement, what you have to be aware of is we're going to be using the equity of your home now. So when you go to sell later, you're not going to have as much equity because you've used some of it now. For some folks, it's a really great option. There's no monthly payments as long as you live in the home. Both of you on the mortgage and on the title to the home have to be at least 62 and over. It has to be your primary home. You have to agree to keep property insurance on your home and keep your home upkept, right? Take care of it. And as long as you do all of those things, a reverse mortgage can be a really great option for people. Before you can get a reverse mortgage, you are required to go through a counseling session or an education session, one-on-one, so that you understand all the ins and outs of the loan, so that you go in with your eyes wide open. So they're not good or bad. They're not good or bad. For some folks, they're going to be a really good option. For other folks, once they get the information, the real information, maybe not so much. So what I want to encourage you to do is, if you're thinking about downsizing, make sure that you look into your different options, both options for housing and options for financing your housing. You might be surprised by something that you thought wasn't an option for you. Once you get the information, it will turn out to be a very viable option for you. If you have any questions about reverse mortgages, home equity lines of credit. If you'd like a referral to a professional who can provide one of those options to you and provide even more detailed information, I've got loads of those folks right on at my fingertips. So feel free to let me know how I can help and how I can get you in touch with somebody so that you can get your questions answered. The key to this downsizing process is making sure that you've got good information, not just the information you get on the internet, but good information, and come up with a really solid strategy that feels good to you. Just because it doesn't feel right for someone else doesn't mean it's not the right option for you. And we want to open up all of the possibilities for you so that you can be in control of your move from day one. I'm Lisa Dunn with RE/MAX Results in the Change Agents Group. I specialize in helping older adults downsize. I look forward to talking to you about your plans and seeing how I can lend a hand. Take care and make it a great day.